Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome to a brand new modded Minecraft series. This is SevTech Ages, and if you've never heard of it before, it is a newer mod pack, which you can get in the AT launcher, as well as, I believe, the Curse launcher and the Twitch launcher. If you want to see how to download it, I've actually got a guide to download it in the AT launcher. I'll link that down below if you're interested. But it's pretty straightforward to get installed and running. The idea is pretty simple. So you know how normally in Minecraft you log in, you build a pickaxe, and then you find some uranium and you build a nuclear weapon? Well, you could probably do that in this pack. I'm not sure what the end game looks like. But instead, it breaks it down into different ages. I was going to say sections, but basically different ages. You start off and you're pretty much a caveman. You don't know anything about technology. You have to go through a progression tree to unlock sort of the next era and then the next era, and you have all these different ages that you progress through. It's a really cool thing that I've never seen done before in a Minecraft mod pack. Usually there is no linearity, so it kind of shakes up how you approach the various mods and whatnot. I've got it loaded up here. I've also got the Sphax pack installed, which is completely optional. I don't have a guide on how to do that, but I will link the Sphax and the Sphax patch down below. If you need a guide on how to install those, let me know. Let's go ahead and just do this. So we're going to create a brand new world. We're going to call it Let's Play so that I can keep track of these different worlds in case I need to make a second one. We're going to leave it on survival. We got different presets here. I'm not sure if you need to set it to preset SevTech V2, but I'm going to. Under more options, I really wouldn't check any of these things. I am going to enable allow cheats, though, just in case we get horribly stuck and I've ruined the Let's Play. But also I need that to go into creative, fly around, and take screenshots for the thumbnails. I don't know why I just went into that big explanation. It's not important. I'm not going to change anything else. We're just going to go ahead and create world. Tip number 9, new items are revealed as you unlock new stages. This is true, and also the game calls them stages as well. So back there at the beginning, when I stuttered my way through Ages, I could have also just said, oh my gosh, Ages is in stage. You can't spell stages without Ages. I'm just learning this today, my friends. I'm learning all kinds of new things. So while we wait on this to load up, which I don't think it's going to take too long, the number one thing that you need to know about this is the progression system it uses requires you to press J on the keyboard, which is a little bit different than how most people do it. They usually have a book that you have to go through. I don't know if the game makes that really clear. I certainly didn't know it when I first loaded it up. This is the second time that I've logged into a world, so I have played it a little bit beforehand. Not a whole lot, but I just kind of poked around, went through the first age, and got my first look at JEI, and was very shocked when I saw nothing there, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But basically, when you start, you're a caveman. You don't know anything about the world or any of the items in it. Okay, yeah, look at that. So, oh, okay, progress is on the L key. I don't know what I was talking about then. I thought it was J. Well, yeah, maps are not available from the beginning. Be aware, if you change the resource pack while the pack is running, you will need to fully restart the game due to an issue with items not blah, blah, blah. You get the general idea here. If you need to pause and read all this, go for it. Is it really L? Oh my gosh, it is really L. Okay, then. Alright, well, you know what? We'll figure that out later. First off, let's get a bearing for our surroundings. And also, if you're interested in playing around in the same world, there is the seed. I'll throw that in the description as well. But I guess the very first thing we need to do is walk up here and just start punching rocks. And you'll understand why in a minute. So if it breaks after you click it just once, it is a rock. You can pick it up. Sometimes they won't break, though. And if that happens, you don't want to keep poking them, because that means that it's not actually a rock. And you're going to want to come back to that later once you've progressed a little bit. But we got a pretty good supply of rocks here. I think we can also punch a tree. We could just go through the guide that we've got. We could just go through the progression. Oh, yeah, that hurt a little bit. As it happens, punching trees, not the best way to gather resources. What we could do, though, is probably, there we go, look at that. Get ourselves some fiber, some plant fiber. I think you can also find sticks in the ground, but I'm not seeing any immediately. I'm seeing tons of rocks, though. All right, let's stop wasting time. We're going to push L. We're going to go over here to SevTech Ages tutorial. Welcome to SevTech Ages. To complete the tutorial, complete the to craft a work stump to move into age 0. So we're not even in age 0 yet. So you cannot scroll up and down, unfortunately, but you can just left click and pull up and down. I don't know why the scroll wheel doesn't work here, but it looks like the very first thing it wants us to do is get started. You'll need to collect some plant fibers from breaking tall grass. Good job, everyone. We're ahead of the game on this one. We've already got a couple. Craft 3 together to get plant twine. Sticks can be found on the floor or by trimming some leaves. It's not going to tell me how to trim the leaves, though, but I'm assuming if we just walk around some trees and continue to punch rocks. I'm telling you guys, you may think I'm crazy. Punching rocks is very important, as is getting the fiber. Perfect. So we've got quite a bit of this stuff. Oh, look at that. I found some sticks as well. Y'all thought I was crazy, but I'm not crazy. So just punch them to pick them up. You know, like you do in real life. When you walk through a forest and you see a stick that you want, you walk up and you just give it a nice punch with your fist. Okay, you see how that one's not breaking? That means that's not actually a rock. Once we progress a little bit, we're going to be able to come back and see what that is. Let's open up our inventory. And right off the bat, you'll see we've only got 2 pages over here. And that doesn't mean that this is all there is in the pack. It just means that these are the only things we know how to build. Now, I wanted us to build some grass fiber mesh, which we can do using sticks and plant twine. So what we're going to have to do is take our plant fiber, put 3 of them together, and that's going to give us a plant twine. However, we're going to need 2 of those. And then we're going to combine those with our sticks, and that's going to give us our grass fiber mesh. Everyone pat yourselves on the back. Look at that. We've made some advancements. Mesh your flint. What does that mean? Don't ask me. We're going back into the guide to find out. So, left-click flint against a hard rock to create Flaked Flint. Doing the same to Flaked Flint will give you a Flaked Flint point. Now, what does that mean? I have no idea. What I think we have to do, though, is go find some gravel, and then we're going to run that through our grass fiber mesh here. And, good grief. Right. That means we have to find an actual supply of a flint. So, very early on, we can't build any shelter. We cannot build a house. We're pretty much just following the whim of the game and hoping that we can find some flint. Now, I am realizing that we have an issue, and that some of these things aren't modded. Now, or not textured, I should say. I did install the SevTech patch for Sphax, but maybe it's not loading properly. That's fine. I know what gravel looks like in Sphax, so I should be able to find this stuff. And it's definitely not... I mean, I don't know what this is, but I don't think that this is gravel. Let's see what that was. No, we just picked up some unfamiliar item, so we don't even know what that is yet. Oh! Okay, we're not going to find any flint down there, I don't guess. Oh. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh my goodness gracious. That sounds like the most painful death of all. You know what? We gotta put this guy out of his misery. I can't just sit here and listen to suffering like that. Sir, please. I'm just a simple man. I'm gonna hit you with this feather. Where did a chicken die? That's odd. Oh, look at that. I just found some random carrots. Well, that's helpful, because we're gonna get hungry. In fact, we're already a little bit hungry. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Alright, I finally found ourselves some gravel. Now, look. Hopefully this isn't as difficult for you to locate. But it was very difficult for me. Oh my good gosh, and it doesn't get any easier, does it? Jeez! Just gotta get out of here. You know what we're gonna do? Is we're not gonna let that guy get up here with us. We're gonna block him off. Ha ha ha! Alright, I don't feel safe at all. Never mind. Ugh. Okay, I don't think this guy can get out and get us. I think we're probably safe right here. And I'm gonna at least pretend like we are. So we're going to open up our crafting grid here. We're going to get ourselves some mesh. We're going to get ourselves some gravel. That's going to give us flint. And that's a pretty quick way to get flint. So I got 6 of those. You can get as much or as little as you want. Do notice, though, that the grass fiber mesh does have a limited number of uses. And it does tell you it's got 59 uses right off the top there. So at least you know what you're working with. So back in here, we can see the next thing it wants us to do is craft a flint hatchet so we can cut down trees. At long last, we'll be able to cut down trees. Left-click flint against a hard rock. Oh, we're not finished yet. We actually have to find a hard rock and then beat our flint against it. Now, nobody panic. This isn't as difficult as it sounds. We've got our flint. Hard rock is just going to be, well, you know, this stuff down here. I think that we call it stone, usually. So, just left-click it on the ground. You'll see that my flint is disappearing. And you're probably wondering, well, where is it going? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Just keep at it. Do we have to just constantly... There it goes. Jeez. It's a bit inconsistent, but it looks like we've got 5 Flaked Flint. It says if we do the same with Flaked Flint, it'll give us a Flaked Flint point. Which, what the Shrek? Oh, we dropped an unfamiliar item. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be happening. I'm not sure why our Flaked Flint doesn't want to become a Flaked Flint point, but also... Can't say that I care. So the hatchet is one of the very few items we've got a recipe for, and as you can see, it's just some... Well... I don't want to wait for it to cycle back through there. It's plant twine. Eventually it'll pop back up there, as well as a stick and some flaked flint. So, plant twine, it's 3 of these together again, so it's your plant fiber. Plant twine, add ourselves a Flaked Flint, add a stick, and I wonder if this is a shapeless crafting? It is not shapeless crafting, no. You need to respect the rules of the crafting to get yourself a Flint Hatchet. With that, we've reached the next level. Cavemen hate trees. It's too dangerous to go alone. Huzzah! And then now it's about as straightforward as you would think. You just cut down the tree. I wonder what kind of trees these are. Ironwood. Rustic. Okay. Now, trees in this pack, I've noticed, fall apart very quickly. And I don't know if that's normal in Minecraft these days. I haven't played a lot of 1.12, but my goodness, it might be just part of the mod pack. Cool, and they also drop whatever this is. What is this? Unfamiliar item. We're probably going to end up throwing that on the ground later. It's usually with the way these things work. So we've built ourselves a tool, we cut ourselves down some trees. Next up, we have to make a chopping block. So place a log or plank on the chopping block and use an axe to cut it into planks or sticks. And I'll be honest with you, a little bit confused on this one, but the idea is simple. Take your piece of wood, in this case I'm using ironwood, get a chopping block, throw that on the ground, and then here's the part that I'm still unclear about. Right-click that on there, and then we should be able to cut it. Now, see what I mean? It's a bit dicey. And it doesn't seem to have a consistent amount of times that it needs to be clicked. If you're not careful, you can break the actual chopping block down there. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right or not. Basically, what I'm just doing is I'm just spam clicking left click. It looks like if you do it about 4 times, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it breaks. But I'm not sure if I'm actually doing that correctly, or if I'm just broken it enough that it's working. In any case, there you go. Planks, everyone. An unfamiliar item, though. We don't know what type of planks these are, so I don't even think we can use them, which is a darn shame. It's fine, though, because look at this. No crafting tables yet. Use a work stump instead to craft items. Place them in the table in the correct pattern, and use a crafting rock to right-click the recipe into existence. Yes, the crafting rock, my friends. We'll get to that. First off, the stump is pretty straightforward. It's going to be a chopping block, and it's going to be a block of wood. Now, we have a chopping block, and we do have a block of wood, so there we go. We've got ourselves a work stump, so we were able to build that at least. Oh my good gosh. We did it, everyone! Look at that, we've unlocked stage 0. This is as far as I've played. We're all here together. This is gonna be fantastic. Where are we going to build a house? Not here. This is the hole with the creeper in it, and he's still just down there. He's super chill about it. It looks like we've got an interesting looking forest over here that we could go investigate. The sun is starting to set. We've got some pretty colored trees over there and a pumpkin I see. Or we could just go straight for those mountains. There's a cave in the mountains up there that might be moderately hospitable or full of monsters. So as you can see over here, we've unlocked a whole new wealth of items that we can build. However, we're not really done with these items over here. There's still more we can do. Left-click a bone on a block like cobblestone or stone to turn it into a sharp bone, and then we can make some spears or some free-range hawks, which I think are tomahawks you can throw at people, which is cool. We can also upgrade to a Flint Pickaxe, and from there, working on the weekend. If you want to work, you'll need a work blade, among many other uses. You may use it to break leaves and rushes quickly, as well as craft a stone pickaxe to upgrade your arsenal. Neato! So we have to build a Flint Pickaxe. And, of course, we have a guide on how to do that. We should have more items now. Yeah, look at that. We now have 12 pages worth of items that we can build. So, I don't know if you saw that, but if we can find some cows to peel in the name of the Banana Baba, we can make ourselves a leather cap. Have we worked out torches? We've kind of worked out torches. We've got these. A fiber torch, but there doesn't seem to be a recipe on those. And a totem torch, which is a lit fiber torch, which... Oh, there's a fiber torch. Oh, you gotta light it somehow, though. This is all new to me, folks. This is all very new to me. Oh dear, and the sun is setting. Things are about to get a little bit dicey out here. Let's look up that pickaxe recipe. So first off, we're looking for this one right here, the flint version. And for that, we're going to need our handy-dandy new little crafting device. Standing out here in the open might not seem like the best idea, but at least we can see the bad guys coming for us, and they will be coming for us. So in order to craft on here, you notice you can't right-click it. What you actually have to do is you have to take your items, like your sticks, and put them in a little grid, like so. And I'm going off memory here because I've already forgotten what the recipe was. But I think it was something like sticks there, and then we wanted to put a plant twine up top and a flint on either side. So we just have to have a rock, which we've got a ton of. And look at that, now we've got a crafting rock. This is just like how the caveman did it. Now you just whack it with that thing. Interesting. Does not appear to be working. Clearly we've done something wrong. Place them on the table in the correct pattern and use the crafting rock to right-click the recipe into existence. I wonder if it's because... Oh, wait, what's the front of this thing? Oh. Oh, this is the front. Oh, wait a second, folks. I think I figured it out. So I think that there is a front to this device. And if you don't put things correct, so if this hole here represents the front, then that means the recipe actually has to go something like this, and then we whack it with the... No. Wait, no, that can't be... What? What? Oh my gosh, it worked! Okay, apparently you just have to actually click the item. Wow, okay, I'm learning new things. This is great. So I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous out here right now. Let's go ahead and get our Flint Hatchet out, and we're gonna take this thing down just so we can be ready to run if we need to. Fire might be a good idea right now. And fortunately, fire is something that we can make if we scroll way down here. Hold a stick in each hand and click on a block to create a fire. So, I assume when it says block, it means possibly some ironwood, which we've got, and I can hold a stick in each hand by just putting a stick there where a shield should go, and then just selecting one here. Just keeping my eyes out on the surrounding. Nope, pick that back up. Not what we want to do. Oh, goodness gracious me. Come on now. It says to click. What do you mean click? Okay, well, it doesn't seem to be working with the ironwood. Maybe we have to do it off to the side, though. We're also going to put down some regular wood. Am I doing this? Oh. Hey, guys. How are y'all doing? Oh, dear. I don't like that ambling thing you're doing there. You look like you're coming at me with a lot of pent-up aggression. I've never met you. I'm not sure what you're so angry about. I don't have a weapon. Please back off. You don't want to do this, trust me. This is uncalled for. Ah! What? Oh, no, there's another one. This is not good. Maybe one of these guys will drop some armor. Or another carrot. Because I've only got the one. He definitely dropped something there. Oh, goodness gracious. So what did we get from that? So it looks like we got a bit of rotten flesh, which sounds tasty, as well as a bone. Good. And now back to this we go. Something tells me it's not supposed to be this difficult. Hold a fire stick. Oh! So we got a regular stick. And then we have a whittled fire stick. Which is different than a regular stick. But also, I heard you coming! You can't sneak up on me! Come on! Okay, I'm taking these with me. We're gonna go find some more sticks. Shouldn't be that difficult, just look under some trees. I'm real worried about the creepy critters, though. Those guys can get you without you even knowing they're there. Ah! What did I say? What did I say? I told you! Okay, well, we're not gonna let this go to waste. We're just gonna sneak through here and grab these items. And also, if you want to blow up as well, could be useful. Ah, dang it. I'm trying to coax him to blow up, but in a controlled manner. That's what I want. Oh, great, but he's attracted more mates. This has been a great adventure, killing these two guys, and hopefully... Oh, look at that. I made an advancement. It's business time. But I'm not sure how. I got a wolf hood, though. Oh, I'm a big fan of this, as well as some wolf leggings. Okay. Oh, and I got a sharp bone. Oh, righty. Can I use that as a weapon? It certainly looks like I can. Let's see. Mining level, speed, attack, 3.2 attack speed, 6 total damage, compared to my 2.6 attack speed and 3 total damage. Okay, we've got ourselves a weapon now. So I'm taking everything that the creepers excavated for us here. I believe in reuse, reduce, whatever the saying is. That's how dedicated I am to it. Now, I only need one other stick. That's all I'm looking for out here. Hey, look, some more carrots. Thank goodness. I'm trying to hold off on eating as long as I can. But I'm gonna need a snack here soon. Oh, and an egg. Sweet, I can make myself some scrambled eggs. Maybe if I find some cheese lying on the ground, I can make an omelet. Alright, here we go. First big test of the sharpened bone. Oh, wow. That is much more effective. So, here I was, thinking if I wandered... Ah, there we go. Perfect. I did find some sticks. Okay, we've now got substantially more sticks. So, 2 of them, like this, creates fire sticks, and we need 2 fire sticks. 1 there, 1 down here. And now, as the sun is rising, we can finally make ourselves a nice warm fire. I guess, like this? No, I've got the fire... Look, I've got a whittled fire stick in each hand. Somehow I ended up with 3 of them. Whoa, hey, now easy does it there. This is This is uncalled for aggression. No one asked for you to come do this. Interesting. So it doesn't seem to work with a plank. Maybe a regular ironwood? Ironwood sounds like something that would be very flammable, doesn't it? Oh, whoa! Aha! So it consumed them, I guess? Was that just an illusion that I had an extra? Here we go. So I've got 2 whittled fire sticks. That consumed that up real quick, didn't it? But you just hold one in each hand, right-click. Yeah, it looks like it consumed both of them. This fire doesn't last very long, though. I wonder if there's a way to make one that burns long. Well, you know what? It's probably not the best form of fire, actually. And in fact, if we just open up the guide here, there are better fires. So we can use some rocks, twine, and sticks to make a fire pit, use typical fuel items to light it, and insert items to be cooked. And we can upgrade our fire pit with something a bit more great. Great. You get the idea. The grill needs a hard heat source below it, such as a fire, to properly cook. Interesting. Ah! Let's not cause a forest fire. That Winnie the Pooh's going to be very upset with us. You know, only we can prevent forest fires, and Yogi Bear, whatever his name is.